All right, let's jump into this because in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to stand out on social media with your content, no matter your experience, no matter your expertise, and no matter where you're starting from. And honestly, this video is going to make it crystal clear why most people fail on social media so you don't repeat their mistakes. But once you understand what actually makes content stand out, you'll finally start getting the views, the leads, and the momentum you've been chasing. This video is all about standing out, not blending in, not copying what everyone else is doing, not getting lost in the noise. Because here's what happens to most beginners. They jump into this business and they immediately start chasing views. Views, views, views. Like as if views alone are the magic key. But that's where everything goes wrong. Standing out on social media isn't about chasing views at all. It's about creating content that makes people stop scrolling and pay attention and actually care about what you're saying. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do. The very first thing you want to do is choose your leadership style. And I know that sounds scary, but trust me, it's not. Your leadership style doesn't have to be bold, loud, or intimidating. It just has to be you. For the purpose of marketing courses and information offers on social media, there are 4 leadership styles you can choose from. And as you pick one, everything becomes easier. The first style is the leader. This is the person with experience, expertise, and confidence. The one who steps forward and says, here's what you need to know to succeed. Most beginners won't and shouldn't start here, and that's totally fine. I consider myself a leader, but I didn't start that way. The second style, and one of the most popular, is the crusader. The crusader builds in public, they document their journey. They say, I'm figuring this out right now, and I'll show you what's working, what's not, what scared me, what didn't, and what I wish I knew sooner. People love crusaders because they get to experience the journey of becoming a digital marketer or entrepreneur through your eyes first. It feels safer, it feels relatable, and it feels real. If you don't want to be messy in public like a crusader, you can choose the third style, the reporter. The reporter simply looks into the space and sees what the experts are saying and reports it back to their tribe. You go through your course, learn the information, apply it, and then teach it in your own words. This is called the LDT formula: learn, do, and teach. And almost every successful marketer I've ever interviewed, 6-figure, 7-figure, even 8-figure earners, followed this exact formula. They learned something, they did it, and then they taught it. That's the path. All right, now the fourth style is the reluctant hero. And this is where you need to add a little drama, a little flair. You say, no one's telling you how to make money, so I'm going to do it. I just started. I don't have all the answers, but someone has to step up, and that someone is me. And suddenly, you become the hero people want to follow. So choose your leadership style, pick one of them, commit to it, and let it shape the way you show up online. Because once you choose your style, you stop trying to be everything and you start becoming someone people can trust, follow, and learn from. The next thing people do when they get on social media is they start cranking out growth content, hacks, tips, tricks, 3 ways to do that, 5 steps to do that, regurgitated education, trend hopping, all the stuff that looks like it should work because it gets views. But here's the truth. It's not the case. Growth content doesn't work anymore. Sure, it might get you a few views, maybe even a little spike of attention, but it will not build your tribe. It will not make people come back, and it will not make anyone say, I want to follow this person. Very important to remember. And if you think back to the earlier videos in this free course, you already know why that's a problem. We need people to spend time with us. We need them to watch one video and think, I want more from this person. I want to read their emails. I want to stay in their world. And growth content doesn't create that connection anymore. Why? It's very simple. Because everyone is an expert on social media now. Everyone is teaching something. Everyone's giving tips. Everyone's recycling the same how-to content over and over again. And honestly, ChatGPT can give people a cleaner, faster answer in 30 seconds. So growth content, it's played out. It's saturated. It's forgettable. And that's what you have to remember. Stop chasing views. Stop chasing virality. Stop trying to create content that might blow up. Because there's no guarantees. And we're not here to be another face in the feed. We're here to stand out. We're here to build a tribe. We're here to create content that makes people stop scrolling and think to themselves, wow, I want to follow this person. That's the new game. And once you understand that, everything changes. Pillar 4, transformations and epiphanies. You're going to notice a theme here. Conversion content's all about realizations. Ask yourself, what did you realize as you were going through this journey? What did you learn about this industry that surprised you? What shifted in your thinking? What changed internally, not just in your business, but in your discipline, your confidence, and your presence? These before and after moments are gold. And you know what the best part is? The best part is they're easy to create because you're not pretending to be an expert. You're simply sharing your thoughts, your experiences, and your internal shifts. And that's why conversion content flows so much faster. It's honest, it's real, and it's relatable. And that's the kind of content that actually builds a tribe, because people connect with you, not just your information. This is the content that makes people say, I want to follow this person. I want to hear more from them. I trust them. And that's important. And that's exactly what we need to move people from viewers to leads and then to buyers. Conversion content pillar number 3, solutions to specific problems. This is one of the most powerful forms of content you will ever create. Let me give you a real example. Back in 2020, I met one of the most successful affiliate marketers I've ever seen. She was a stay-at-home mom who wanted to sell digital marketing courses to other stay-at-home moms. And she told a story I'll never forget. She said she used to dread going to the grocery store. She had a strict budget, and her husband worked hard, but money was tight. And every time she got to the dairy aisle, she'd freeze. On one side, almond milk and soy milk, $6 for a half gallon. On the other side, regular milk, $3 half gallon. She wanted to buy the healthier stuff for her kids. She wanted the organic fruits, the better eggs, the cleaner ingredients. But everything better was double or triple the price. So she'd stand there, kids in the cart, feeling guilty, frustrated, and stuck. And she'd grab the cheaper option because she had no choice. That pain, that moment, that specific problem is what pushed her into digital marketing. And here's why that story was magic. Every mom who ever stood in the aisle thinking, I wish I could afford the healthier stuff, felt that story in their bones. They saw themselves in her. They saw their struggle in her struggle. And when she shared how affiliate marketing helped change her situation, They saw her offer as the solution to their specific problem. That's the power of conversion content. It doesn't need to go viral. It doesn't need a million views. It just needs to resonate with the right people. And that's what's important to remember. Some of my own conversion content pieces only got 7,000 views. That's not viral, but those 7,000 views were from people who matched my target market, people who connected with me, trusted me, and wanted to hear more. That's how you build your tribe, and that's how you get your 1,000 true fans. Conversion content number 2, insights, patterns, and market truths. This is the pull back the curtain content, and here's what's actually happening in the industry content. The let me show you what most people don't understand content. And here's the best part. You don't need to be an expert to do this. Not at all. The moment you finish this free course, you will already know more than someone who hasn't started yet. That means you can share insights, you can share patterns you're noticing, and you can share truths about the market that beginners haven't yet discovered. This type of content positions you as a leader, even if you're brand new. You just have to get over the fear. You just have to shed the beginner's mentality, because leaders get paid. Leaders attract followers, and leaders build tribes. And you can be that leader simply by sharing what you're learning, what you're seeing, and what you're realizing along the way. This is the heart of conversion content. This is how you stand out, and this is how you build trust. This is how you turn strangers into fans and fans into customers. When you master this, you don't need virality. You don't need hype. It's an amazing thing. And last, conversion content pillar number 1, personal stories and opinions. This is where your content becomes unforgettable. This is where people stop seeing you as another creator and start seeing you as their person. Personal stories and opinions are all about positioning and polarity. If you're totally against something other marketers do, say it. Stand for something. Stand against something. Let the people who disagree scroll away. That's fine. They're not your tribe. But the people who do agree, they'll feel your passion and they'll feel your conviction. They'll say, I'm with this person. And that connection is powerful, folks. Just like sharing your before and after moments. Just like sharing your mistakes, your realizations, your transformations. Your vulnerability becomes a bridge. When people see you mess up, when they see you learn, when they see you grow, you become human to them. You become relatable and you become trustworthy. And this is where the magic happens. When they're no longer afraid of making mistakes because they've watched you make them, they become far more likely to buy your course in the future. That's the power of positioning and polarity. People just want to know, who is this person? What do they believe? Do I align with them? Stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, this entire game, especially on social media, is about selling yourself first. Your beliefs, your perspective, your personality, your story. Once people connect with you, selling the offer becomes easy.